Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a good one for you. Today we're going to talk about 4 ways to set up your fluke to do some fluke fishing. Each way will give it a different action. Some of these ways you might know, some of these ways might be new to you. So stay tuned, it's going to be a good one. And guys, the gear I would use for this is your spinning gear, probably a 7-foot to a 7'3" medium action rod. Running braid, probably a 10-pound braid to a 6 to 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Depending on the clarity of the water, I might run, I don't know, 10-foot fluorocarbon leader. If I'm in real clear water, say 20, 30 feet deep visibility, I might run a 20-foot fluorocarbon leader. Okay guys, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk 4 ways to rig a fluke that'll give it different actions each way you do it, and we're going to talk about how to work them and where to work them. Okay, so we'll start out with Super Fluke here, and this being pearl white. Obviously we'll do the first one, which is the simplest one. This one I cut the head off. I was using it as a chatterbait trailer, but just for demonstrational work. So the first way to rig it, most of us know, is Texas style. And you're just going to run your EWG hook down through the front end, twist it around. I like to know where my hook's going to come out. Turn that around for you guys. Then I'll mark it with my finger and push it up through. Oh, I'm going to make that straight. Okay. This way here, for the folks that are new to it, this is going to give it an erratic action. So you're going to cast it out. You're going to let it sink down, and it's going to just spiral down. Then you're going to twitch it, and it's going to dart to one end, and then you twitch it again, it's going to dart to another end, but it's going to raise in the water column. And if you keep twitching it, like in the summertime, you're going to want to be real active with it. This way will even cause it to jump out of the water like a little bait fish, and it'll just stay almost subsurface, okay? But say you want your fluke to stay in you don't want it jumping out of the water, you want it to stay down a little deeper. Well, the way to do that is you're going to rig it, you're going to come behind the head, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to just rig it behind the head, and sorry guys, there's bugs climbing all over me here. You're going to twist it, and then you're going to do your Texas rig style hook. Now this way, okay guys, being that it's rigged behind the head, is going to cause this bait to keep the erratic action, but it's going to keep it diving down. It's not going to come up out of the water. Guys, where would I use that? Where would I use these techniques? Well, when they're feeding on shad, obviously the pearl white's an excellent color to mimic shad. If they got them schooling to the surface, maybe I'll do the front, rig it through the front of the head so I can keep it up there with the school and have it jump out, causing these fish to react. If you guys that are on boats and you have your fish finder, if you notice they're suspended, I'll rig it behind the head a little bit to keep it down in the water column, swimming like a shad, because it's going to have that erratic, action. One's going to make it come up out of the water, one's going to keep it down in the water and keep it low. Technique is simple, guys. Cast it out. For the guys that don't know, let it sink, twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, pause, twitch, 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 pause, twitch, twitch, pause. You want to be creative with it. The pause actually makes it look like it's dying, so it's, as you pause, it's spiraling down, looks like it's been injured or it's dying. it's real hot and they're real active, you can cast it out there, let it go down, twitch, 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 and just make that bait swim, you know, make it go crazy. Okay, guys. The next way I want to talk about on how to rig a fluke is fairly new, not terribly new, and that would be the hover rig. Now, this technique is not new, um, but it is a different presentation with a weighted hook. This being the core tackle hover rig. This is a smaller one. This is the size 1 hook, 1/16 ounce, okay, by Core Tackle. There's other companies making these, but the way you would rig that into your fluke, or in this case, you can use your straight tail flukes too. This being a the Strike King Baby Z2. But the way you're going to hook this, we're just going to stick with my white fluke here, is you're going to, whoops, sorry guys, you're going to take and come right behind the head, bring your hook down, and you're going to pop it out. You want to keep it straight as possible. Okay, you're going to pop it out, and you're going to shove that down in there and pull it up over, so that, and this being too small of a hook for this bait, but it embeds in there, locks it in. And now what this is going to do, see if I can straighten that out for you guys. What this is going to do is keep this bait horizontal in the water column. Okay, the technique to use for that, if you're mid-strolling, cast it out, let it go down to the depth. There's a couple ways to do it, okay? So one, you can cast it out, let it go to the bottom, and this would be like working a Ned rig, okay? Once it hits the bottom, because it's gonna kind of glide down, so the bait will glide down like this. Once it hits the bottom, you pop it, just a little pop with the rod tip, 2 pops, and that's going to make it go. It'll almost like walk the dog. Okay, it's going to dart to one, dart to one, and then it's going to glide back down like it's down, but always staying horizontal. Another way you can work it is you cast it out and you let it go down. If your fish are suspended and you're in deeper water, you're letting it drop, it's gliding, and then you just flip the, you're doing like a tight line presentation, so it gets to a certain depth and it'll just pendulum. And then you can reel it up real slow, bringing it back up in the water column, and then let it pendulum back down like that. Last but not least for that technique is you can cast it out, let it get to the depth, and you're going to twitch your rod, shake your rod tip like this as you reel, and every once in a while you can kill it and let it die a little bit, let it glide down a little bit, and then go back to twitching and reeling. That's going to cause it to just have minute, almost like walk the dog action, as it's coming through the water column. This will draw the fish up from the bottom and create more strikes. Okay, guys, if you stuck with me this long, then you deserve to hear the one that I'm excited about, and that is the banjo minnow rig. Now, some of you guys may not be a fan of the banjo minnow, but I personally am a very big fan of the band, not the banjo minnow now, but the original banjo minnow. The inventor had a great product. Somewhere along the line, they did something to the plastic, but I've had no luck with them working correctly. So, going with that, little baby fluke, for instance, owner screw lock, spring lock, and you're gonna thread that on there. This one might be a little big for this guy. Yeah, it's a little big. We'll go back to our demonstration fluke. So you're gonna thread that on there, right guys? Like so. Okay? Then, your favorite type of hook. You're gonna take a bobber stop, you're gonna slip it over the hook point. Then you'll see there's a little circle there. And I'm just gonna stick my hook right through that circle. And then I'm gonna take another bobber stop, put it right there. Then I'm gonna have my line tied. Guys, this gives this bait free motion. And as you're twitching it, it's doing this and it's going crazy. And it's just like the banjo minnow. It looks more natural because it's able to swim. It can swing back and forth. It's going to be darting. You know, with those pegs, you peg it on your hook. It's going to have motion to and fro. And this is going to be going crazy. Just a natural way and a different presentation to your fluke. Guys, you can do this with a straight tail fluke. You can do these with your fork tail, like your Zoom fork tails. But that's just 4 ways to work them. Now, if I was doing the banjo minnow technique, the one that worked for me years ago, the retrieve that worked for me years ago, and will still work even with a fluke, is I would cast it out, let it go down, I would twitch it, and I'd let it die. And I'd twitch, and let it die. Twitch, let it die. This made it look like it was a dying baitfish because it'd come up off the bottom, and then it'd die. And it'd come off the bottom, and then it would die. Guys, those are just 4 ways to rig a fluke. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit the thumbs up button. Guys, I appreciate y'all. We're growing, and we're almost 500, which is just awesome. And I appreciate y'all. I hope this video gives you some ideas on ways to work your flukes. If you have any questions or any comments, or you just want to add something, please leave it down in the comments below. Love to hear from you guys. Like I said, if you liked the video, smash that thumbs up button. And guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. We're a growing channel. We're here to help you out, and I appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, till next time, we'll see you on the next one.